just wrong come to your life. Number one, there is more to the picture than meets the eye. A greater purpose is in the making. Don't limit yourself to your perspective on just the immediate circumstances. There's a bigger picture that may not be present. Number two, what you are becoming is more important than what is happening to you. A temporary difficult situation that helps you become and bring out those seeds of greatness in you that gets results that last forever is a good trade-off. Temporary suffering for a permanent, high position and effective life. Number three, what you are becoming is a choice that no one can take from you. Now, people might be able to treat you in certain ways or do things to you. Maybe it's wrong the way your family, your boss, other people treat you and the things that they do. But there's one thing that they can never impose on you, and that's your choice of how to respond. They cannot take that. They may take some things, but don't let them take that. Don't let them take your choice of how you're going to respond and what you're going to become as a result. Number four, remember, God is with you. If you understand his heart towards you, and to do that, you need look no farther than Jesus on the cross. And see, this is God's heart. His arms are wide open. His heart is open to me. He's giving everything for me to forgive us for all the wrongs we've done, as well as the other people who are wronging us. Every wrong motive and attitude, thought and word and action. He's taken it all because like Joseph with his brothers, he longs to be reconciled. He longs to be restored, to fall on our neck and kiss us and embrace us. And that's what he's wanting. And he's with you. And even in those difficulties, when you remember that and are mindful of that, stop focusing on the other people who are doing wrong and acting wrong, and you focus on him, he's going to lift you to a new level and give you success and prosperity. Just like it said that Joseph was a successful man even while he was a slave. God can do that. He can make you successful and make you an overcomer, even in difficult situations. Number five, don't interpret delay as God having forgotten. There can be few things as frustrating sometimes as delay. We're told that hope deferred makes the heart sick. And sometimes when our vision is a long time coming, or like when the cupbearer forgot about Joseph for 2 full years, we're told, boy, those days can drag out. And it can seem like, well, the promise is never going to happen. God's forgotten about me. There's nothing there for me. Let me just go, find comfort the best way I can and forget about any bigger purpose. Don't do that. Hang in there. Keep the vision. Keep the promises in front of you. Keep moving forward. Don't interpret that delay as the fact that you're never going to get there. You're going to get there. It's not a question of if. It's just a question of when. And keep moving forward. Keep developing yourself. Keep pressing on to do the right thing. And that leads to number 6, that where you are is not where you're going to stay. Where you are today, it's not the end. Like Winston Churchill said one time, this is not the end. This is not even the beginning of the end. But this may be the end of the beginning. And we never know, just like Joseph, that one afternoon that Pharaoh had that dream and he was taken from the prison to ruler over the land in one afternoon. We never know when that beginning is going to end and enter us into our fulfilled destiny. So don't give up. Don't sell yourself short and give up when things get difficult. Keep the vision. Keep moving ahead. And remember, number 7, God is orchestrating a greater good than you can imagine. I think when Joseph was wanting to get out of that prison, he didn't have in mind to be ruler of Egypt. He'd have probably been happy to, be a fisherman or sell something on a corner somewhere just to be out of the prison. Probably had no inclination that he would be ruler over the entire land and save both Egypt and the nation of Israel. Number 8, what you are coming to will be of more value to others than you can imagine. So many people have found their greatest purpose in their greatest difficulties. And once they discovered it, have been so useful in helping other people through what they went through themselves. So the value to other people is going to be greater than we can imagine. We never know what's going to come of it, but we need to keep trusting again and moving forward. And then number 9, this is the last one. Those who sow in tears will reap in joy. Joy is going to be the outcome. Joy of a vision fulfilled, especially when we thought it wasn't going to happen and we almost gave up. And like Joseph, I can only imagine the joy of when he told his brothers, go get dad and tell him of all my splendor in Egypt. He's never going to believe it. And come here and I'll care for you. We're told in Psalm 126, verse 6, that he who goes to and fro weeping, carrying his bag of seed, shall indeed come again with a shout of joy, bringing his sheaves with him. It may be difficult as we're out sowing the seeds and planting, but when the harvest comes, we're going to bring it all in.
Jeff will be back shortly to wrap up today's message. This is Gabriela, still on the scene today with Talk Network Radio. If you're just tuning in, you're listening to Empowered Living with Jeff Byrd. If you've missed any part of today's message, you can hear it again online, as well as the entire archive of Empowered Living at www.talknetworkradio.com or search keyword #Empowered Living. We would like to acknowledge our music partners, Sound Ideas for Corporate to the Max, and Kevin MacLeod for Airport Lounge. Any scriptures read during this broadcast are from the New American Standard Version of the Holy Bible. If you would like to learn more about Jeffrey Byrd Coaching, visit www.jeffbyrdcoaching.com. That is JEFFBYRD coaching.com. Do a Facebook search for @CoachingRocks or drop Jeff a line at jeff@jeffbyrdcoaching.com. Again, JEFFBYRD coaching.com. Let Jeff's Coaching Rocks be the building blocks of your empowered success. Now, let's go back to Jeff for the rest of today's message.
Now, I want to give you an invitation today. If so often, and I did this for years, and I know so many people who have done this, like Joseph's brothers, when they saw Joseph, they were terrified because they knew their wrongs came to mind, and they knew how they had mistreated him, and they were afraid of judgment, afraid of retribution. And that wasn't Joseph's heart. But so many of us have seen God as being the one who's just ready to send us to hell the moment he has the slightest pretext. And he's just counting all of our wrongs against us, and he's just waiting to just hammer us. And that could not be farther from the truth. We see his heart in the heart of Joseph for the brothers. They come and they're afraid, but all he wants to do, he saw that sacrifice and didn't hold it against him. All that he suffered and all that he endured, he saw that as God sending him ahead to provide a great deliverance. And I want to invite you just to look to the great deliverance that God has provided for us in his son, Jesus, on the cross. That's his true heart. It's not there to punish us. He'll take all the punishment himself for every wrong thing, the littlest words, the littlest attitudes, to the biggest misdeeds that you may have ever done and that I've ever done. He's taken them all away. All he wants is to be reconciled like Joseph there, to embrace the brothers, to cry with them, to bring them there. And like he invited the brothers to come in, he would provide for them. He would take care of everything they had. So if you've never seen God that way, I invite you, look at him that way today. Jesus reflects his heart perfectly, especially in giving everything for us. And there's nothing you have to do except just look at him and believe that, hey, this is who he is. This is what he's really like. And trust him. Ask him to. You don't have to ask him. He's already done it for you. He's already loved you to the all he has to love, an infinite love. But just trust him. Just tell him, say, I ask you to come in and just you provide for me. You care for me, just like Joseph for the brothers. And he's going to come in. Just like Joseph, he'll be with you, make you prosperous, he'll give you success. It may be through difficulties, but even in the difficulties, he'll be with you and promises an end beyond what you and I can imagine. Thank you so much for tuning in today. This is Jeff Byrd with Jeffrey Byrd Coaching. This has been Empowered Living. God bless you. See you next time.